Otherwise, the flavors are fake, and that's not what... Okay, this week was a big week. Today is Friday, August 21st. It's not just a big week because tomorrow's my birthday. It's a big week because the FDA substantial equivalence was deferred indefinitely. Indefinitely. You know what indefinitely means? Indefinitely means we're not setting a date to come back to it, okay? Doesn't mean it's definitely over for good, but chances are it's over, okay? At least for now it's over. We just bought ourselves a couple of years. What did substantial equivalence mean, and what did all this FDA jargon talk? Listen, all this FDA stuff came on us because of vape, okay? So they lumped us in with vape. Why would you lump cigars, premium cigars, in with vape? Why would you do that? Okay, so we got lumped in with vape. There was a few things they wanted to do that already got shot down. One of them was they wanted to stop this from happening, okay? Repackaging. Being able to, for someone like us to go find something that's been aging at a facility and put a new band on it. They wanted to do away with that. That got knocked down, I think, like a year ago or 2 years ago. They said, no, that's not, you can repackage it however you want. Second thing was, they wanted to make us put really ugly stickers like they do in Canada on the box. And now in Canada, premium cigars can only have black and white labeling from what I understand. So that's the way that kind of thing goes. I mean, that got knocked down too, I think last year. Okay, or maybe it was even this year that got knocked down. And now finally, substantial equivalence, this looming demon over this industry. People have been so shook over this. Every brand, every manufacturer, everyone, oh no, I don't want to put a new band on. I'm like, no, they struck that. Yeah, but you know, it's about grandfather blends and it's about, so substantial equivalence in very, very short meant that if your cigar wasn't out prior to 2007, you had to submit your blend and cigar for testing in every single size and pay about $20,000 per cigar per testing. It could cost brands $300,000 to launch a new product at that point, okay? That's gone. And you know what? You want to know what surprised me? I took it as a victory. I talked to a couple of people in the industry and they were pissed. They were pissed because they spent all this money on FDA attorneys worrying about this stuff. Meanwhile, these were people with grandfather blends and they were pissed. Why did you spend all your money on FDA attorneys? Well, because they said we had to, you know, and I get that. You want to play by the book. I get that. Okay, and I would also be a little upset too if I spent my money on FDA attorneys and, you know, it turned out to be null and void. Okay, but I also feel like some of these people were resting on their laurels. These weren't people that make cigars on the regular basis. These aren't people that are putting out new projects. You know, it took some fearlessness to be a boutique cigar company right now. Because why would you put all this money into something that could potentially just go away overnight? Okay? And then there were loopholes. There were ways that people were going to get. It doesn't matter. It's done. It's over. And that is great news for you. Why is it great news for you? It means I can keep going out and getting the best, newest cigar manufacturers, the best, oldest cigar manufacturers, putting funky labels on stuff, okay, finding their rarest, best stuff and branding it the way we want to, and so can everyone else. To have that constriction of it has to be this certain blend, which would have meant that with Privada, like at some point, would we be recycling blends? There's only so many blends that are going to be grandfathered. I'm sure there's thousands of them, but still, it's like to find like. So now what? Now the menu is just limited to those cigars. An artisan can't go down to a factory in Nicaragua and blend a new blend. And come on, man, that's crazy. So this Jundge Mehta, shout out to Jundge Mehta. Awesome. He basically said, like, what are you guys doing? You don't even have a way to test the tobacco. You don't have a real process in place. This thing is getting tabled. So shout out to him. I think he's also the one that shot down the packaging thing. So this is big, big news in the cigar world. And I just think it's so dope. Imagine, right? Get a shot of these. I'm proud of these. I hunted for these. These are the Cactus Jack Jordan 6, okay?
Made out of cactus.
Made out of cactus. Made from, who makes this? Travis Scott, okay? It would be like telling Nike, no, you can't put the green and the red. No, if you hadn't done it before 2007, you can't do it again. How much sense does that make? So that's what was going on in the last 3-4 years since middle 2016 to now. And so I'm just thrilled. And one thing I want to say is, I know there are 3 or 4 major people in this industry that put their money behind this thing, that went to DC, that hired attorneys, hired lobbyists, all that stuff, okay? I don't know all of them, but I do know one. His name is Eric Newman. He runs one of I think the oldest, this country's oldest cigar company, which is JC Newman, okay? And I want to send a special shout out to Eric Newman. Thank you. Because of you, this whole culture can continue to thrive. And we appreciate you very much, and we will support you and your products. And by the way, I love that Jaguar. That thing looks really fresh. Should have sent it to Privada first, that's all I'm saying, but whatever, man. Really, really happy to be in business with you, and thank you for making the good life for us. So, all that said, the FDA is curbed for now. I'm sure it'll come back. This is how all progressive nations work. I mean, they look to keep people safe. And I think that's the idea, is that we're keeping people safe by testing tobacco. Fortunately for us, it's not something that really needs to happen with unflavored tobacco. This is a natural product. There are teas and things that I think some of these factories use where instead of spraying it with water, it might be an actual tea, okay? It might be a liquor or something like that. No one admits to that kind of cinnamon. But even when I have heard of that stuff, it's been natural. So premium hand-rolled tobacco is all about natural. Hand-rolled premium tobacco is about natural. That's why we don't do flavored cigars or infused, whatever you want to call it. We don't do that. Natural tobacco, that's what this is about. So shout out to Jundge Mehta, shout out to Eric Newman, shout out to all the people that helped us keep this culture thriving for at least a few more years. So I'm just super happy right now, and you guys should be too. #weareprivada. Thank you for watching. Thank you for checking out my Cactus Jack Jordans. Look at that.